Before we get into the video, because I'm gonna be getting into the video. Um, and y'all peeps to go ahead, sub, like. If you don't like the video and you liked it, just unlike it, dog. And most of y'all say y'all mess with my stuff. And I do appreciate everyone that's here. If you can donate, or if you want to, but you can't because you're broke, I understand it be like that. Watch the ads all the way through. Now let's get into this video and y'all enjoy. Not all men are created equal. Of course, this would be true. There are some that are better than others, but no, not one man stands above none, besides a king. But this isn't where I stop. It's a difference of being just a king and a king of kings. There's not just man, but there's a pecking order to this. Normal people, civilians, higher royals, kings, and then the one that stands above them all, kings of kings. And this is where my story starts. I was a mere child when this all began, but let me tell you the tale. Gachon, stop! What are you gonna do about it? It's simple. You will stop if you want not to live. Damn it, I said that so wrong, man. Come on, man, I had it going good. Simple. Stop it now. Huh? Why are you trying to act all weird and make your voice deep? I'm still gonna blast you into smithereens. I don't think so. And immediately, he shot out a massive presence. So scary that all the surrounding kids that was bullying this one boy pissed themselves, not knowing how to feel or react by this. Kachan looked at Deku's eyes and knowing that he's not the same Deku he was a few seconds ago. And then he walked away. And then Deku hasn't been seen since. Now we flash forward to junior high. Bakugo still remembers that day more vividly than any dream or any day himself. He doesn't know what to do with this information, but in fear of that thing, he trained rigorously, constantly trying to surpass that image, that fear, that mass presence he felt all those years ago. But little did they know, a king was coming to their school. A boy, tall and structured, broad shoulders, physique, nearly bleeding through the school uniform. Almost like he was wearing his little sister's outfit, but little did they know, it was the largest size they had to offer. When he walked, it sounded like thunderclaps. Just as he moves, you could feel his mass aura, drawing people in and intimidating his foes. He had a stoic look in his eyes, but oh, does he not look heroic, almost sinister, almost villain-like? As he goes to his class and says, I guess this is where I reside now. Baby steps. All that was internal, of course. He keeps his composure for the most part. As he towers around the classroom, looking around, assessing who's all here, he realizes that he's in a class full of citizens. As he sits down, looks around, says, And then the teacher asks, it's a little late to be joining in, but before he could say anything, two females with weird symbols on their shoulders pops down and plops all Deku's work. All of his work from all the years he was absent. Perfect. Every single question right to the T. Even though this shouldn't be possible, Deku stood up, walked to the center of classes, gave the females hugs and said farewell. Thank you for your help. And then they said, You're welcome, Deku-sama, or something like that, or senpai. And he looked at everyone. Well, before that, he looked at the teacher and simply said, "This is all my work for the whole year. And it's perfect. It's all 100s. Except that one. It had a bonus question, so I made sure to get the bonus questions right." He's like, and in the teacher's head, he was like, "This would theoretically be impossible because I haven't even made the test for." He's like, "Don't worry." As Deku grabs the dude's shoulder, but not in a malicious intent, just a gentle touch, saying, "Don't worry. A king does what a king does." But the second Deku touched the teacher, the teacher felt this odd calm, this odd surge of relaxation. He felt calm. And he said, "If this isn't good enough, I could take any specialized test you need me to take. I'm already going to be set to go to UA, but I would like to still have the experience while I'm still young, of course." He sits back down. After class, everyone's trying to talk to him and figure out. And he's like, "Hey, listen. I'd advise all of y'all to listen to what I have to say very carefully. None of y'all are meant to be heroes." Them all looking shocked and slightly bitter. "For example, you with the eyes. Yes, you. How far can you extend those eyes?" He's like, "Well, I can extend them outside of my socket." Is that as far as the extent of your ability allows you to presume? Or, go. He's like, I'm not sure. The fact that you don't know is the problem. How would you be able to use that ability in a combat situation or others, like a search and rescue? Now, if you could somehow detach your eyes, but also keep visuals, then that might be something. Not every single person was meant to be a hero. I want y'all to keep this in mind. I'm not trying to crush your dreams or say you're inadequate, because every one of y'all in here have potential. But I would prefer, even though you're not under my kingdom, I would prefer personally if you thought more carefully about how you utilized your abilities and how they would help. Because it looks like none of y'all have ever done any physical training a day in your life except that blonde kid over there with that mean look on his face. Or Bakugo, looking at this dude, not really saying too much. And plus, judging from how all y'all look, if I wasn't in this mean physique of mine and probably was a little more swimpish, y'all probably bully me just for my weak appearance. And oh God, let's forbid I had a quirk. Don't know why that thought randomly came to me, but I felt like if I was quirkless and I went here, y'all would probably bully me. And the girls, "Oh no, Deku, we would never." Hey, it's all right. Relax. There's no need to be angry, upset. Those emotions are not needed here. It's simple. I'm just saying. But I advise y'all to find uses for your abilities more suited for what you can do. Not what others can do, but focus on what you can do now. Bakugo, eventually having enough of this dude's stuff, gets up. He's like, "Hey, meet me out back after class." He says, "Very well. I presume you want to continue where we left off when we were children, hey?" He's like, "Yes, I've been training ever since." He's like, "Perfect. I do have a special gift for you, by the way." He's like, "What?" He's like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it all makes sense momentarily. Some time has passed." And Deku and Bakugo step outside. He's like, "Here, put this suit on." It's basically the suit. I'm sorry, this is a minor spoiler, but it's basically a suit he would have had in the manga, but with even better upgrades. It's a compact suit that is black in design, black and red, but mainly black. It's his shoes, his boots, also sleek. It's all sleek in design, almost skin tight. His shoes are nice, lightweight, but also combat ready. So he's able to, do stuff. Also, his gauntlets are a lot more compact, so he's able to still do the explosions, but they're not nearly as bulky, and he doesn't have to worry about them being broken. He's like, here you go. He's like, I presume you would like to, how would y'all say it? Throw thy hands. And he's like, yeah, something like that. He puts on the suit. He's like, that Bakugo, why are you giving me this suit? And he's like, what's your end game? This doesn't have a bomb in it or something. The only bomb that's in it at this moment is you. That's simple. But Bakugo, he's like, what? Where's the disdain? Don't you appreciate what I've done for you? He's like, I could give a rat's ass about this cheap knockoff suit. Simply, that's not what I'm referring to. Deku is in front of Bakugo without even right. This is not really meant to be a gay moment, so I would prefer if y'all didn't comment down because I know it's gonna be somebody, but just listen to what I'm gonna say. Simply, and he's like rubbing on this dude's chest and stuff. He's like, simply put, look at your physique, your arms, your muscles. Your bone structure is even harder than what it used to be. Without that initial conflict, both of us would be different. Who knows? I could have still been quirkless if I didn't say what I said then. But whatever happened in that given moment awakened my quirk. He's like, what's your quirk? It's simple. It's King of Kings. The strongest quirk to ever exist. It has many attributes, but for the time being, let's not worry about that. I want you to become one of my royals. You saw those females that came to the class? He's like, yeah. What about it? He saw those markings they had on their shoulders, right? He's like, yes. It's simple, my friend. You can become one of the higher royals, one of the higher rankings. What do you think? All right, let's make a side note real quick here. This is basically, how I did it the last time, but way more refined. How do y'all think I should do the ranking? Like, let's use royal ranking and stuff, and I want y'all to tell me how that would work, because the higher they go in the ranking is the higher the percent of the power that they get, okay? So like for like I don't know the ranking for royals. So if y'all can figure that out, I'll give you a shout out in the next video, and I'll heart your comment, and I'll also like it. All right? I would appreciate that. Worst case is I'll just do it myself. But I need something easy I can quickly come back to. So let's put it in perspective just so you have an idea. The lowest low, you get like a 10% increase in your overall stats and an increase to your core capabilities. It's almost like a one for all without being one for all. Then let's say you're a royal guard, you get like a 15% increase to overall stats, intelligence, and you also have access to the kingdom. But we'll save all the extra details later. And a queen and higher E. You don't have to be a girl for the queen status. Like, he's not putting his PP anywhere. It's just the status that you're getting the power boost. All right. A prince, he gets this essential boost too. The queen and prince, they would get different boosts. Like, the percentage for prince would be higher, but the queen boost would have other attributes. All right. So with that being said, let's get back into the main part of the video after I take this vape hit. All right. So he's like, I would like you to join my royal ranks. What do you say? Kachan, was it? And he's like, why would I ever do that? Basically, he's like, what, you want me to bow down to you? Not at all. Even though I'm a king, I see you having potential to be somewhere around that ballpark. I see you having the potential to be a king of yourself. Not superior to myself, of course. But I know you're a special Yuki individual. So here, I brought special liberties. He snaps his finger, a portal opens. Two of the females that were there previously come out of the portal with a case, dropping it down. This is a suit that's even more refined than the one I just gave you. And also, this is some currency. This is not as a meant for a bribe, but just to show you I'm serious and also to help you out. So, let's get on with this because I know you're a man of action. You probably don't care for all this talking and chit chat, do you? Let's actually throw the hands, as you would say. Okay? And let's do a quick another pause. Don't worry, we're going to get in more into the video. If you like me doing extended videos when it applies to the story, I will. But when I look at the videos feed and when I look at this stuff, and I probably put this down in the comment, if y'all don't watch my longer videos, I will keep doing 10-minute videos. Light videos, 10 minutes, won't be that long. Just to make sure y'all keep watching. Because I be looking at my view time, and I don't see people really, sometimes my views be up, and sometimes it be around the 4, like on a good day, it be around the 4 minutes something mark. But if y'all not rocking with these longer videos, I will not waste my time putting this extended content because I could literally have broken this video up in 2 parts instead of just doing one long video. All right. So y'all need to tell me down below, and I need y'all to put it down in the comments so I have a point of reference for the people that do appreciate these longer videos, so I have no problem making them. We got to work together. Let's get it. 2K's on the way, baby. Anyways, he's like, this isn't meant to be a bribe or anything like this. It's just simply me giving you what I have to offer. And it's like, but let's get down to the scuffle. He's like, all right, whatever. Just don't complain when I blow you into smithereens. That would be illogical, but he takes a position similar to Rock Lee's. He's like, now, let's begin. Paradise. And then immediately, the ground starts shaking. Everything around him starts changing. And thus, they're in an arena. But it looks like it's out of gold and other things. He's like, all right, come, Bakugo. Bakugo. I forgot the dude's full name. Bakugo Utsuka. Ah, darn it. Oh, well. Come and fight. Bakugo comes with blazing speed. Pew, 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 pew. Immediately, he goes for a high kick. Deku dodges swiftly, evading effortlessly. It's almost like he's a feather in the wind, as Bakugo is a raging a tornado, just trying to land a single hit. But unlike Bakugo and Canon, he has more precision and more accuracy. So he's accurately going for his things and stuff. He's moving. He's swift. He's swift with it. One's better. I saw a whole cat. And he's going around, going for blows, going for attacks. But Bakugo isn't able to land a successful one. But this Bakugo knows martial arts. So he begins to deploy a fury of punches and kicks, all precisely aimed at different weak points. But none of them are landing. Just every time he thinks he's in range, it doesn't work. He misses. He tries again. He keeps not being able to hit. And then Deku simply says, have you had enough? Like hell! Hit boosh! Deku takes his full-on stance, prepared to accept the full blunt of the blow. King. Immediately throwing out Conqueror's Hockey. That it's not really Conqueror's Hockey, but just the best to use for the example. He immediately shoots out an intense pressure. Bakugo has trauma from the time he was a kid, but this time he braced for it. He was ready. So he stopped and braced and pushed past it. He went plus ultra and went past his limit, successfully landing a hit on Deku, but to none avail. It did not one bit of damage. Deku cocks his arm back, acts like he's going for a punch, but instead he goes for a swing kick, just, hitting Bakugo in the head, swinging him. But before Bakugo can hit the ground, Deku kicks him up into the air. But at the same time as the kick happened, it was hitting him in his lower back, sending him flying up in the air faster than a pop rock. Deku jumps up with the force of 1,000 suns, just poof. Almost looked like it was Sonic speed. It almost looked like All Might was fighting. But with yet a simple open palm slap back down. Poof! All that damage was sustained, but yet no was sustained to the ground itself. Bakugo on the ground, bleeding ever so slightly, blood coughing up, standing back up, wondering why he took damage from such minuscule attacks, trying to regain his composure. But before he could, he took a boxer-like stance. He said, We don't have to stop here. If you feel like you're up to it, we can continue. He's like, his gauntlets glue red. He knew what that meant. It was time for his explosions. And he was like, pew, 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 pew. As hell, like I'm gonna give up anytime soon. I just got my comeback. No. I just got my second win. Here, eat this. So basically, he puts his hands into a final like explosion and says, new technique, or no, I'm not even gonna say he does that. I said he'll start propelling himself and he'll do like a new hybrid of the Hauser, but with even more explosions. He does that thinking he won the fight. And he's like, I've done it. I've did it. Deku dusting himself off, and he asks a simple one question. Do you still think you're a king in this situation? That's where we're going to leave this video off, guys. If y'all really like these extended videos like I used to do, please let me know. But if you're not watching it, then sub. Hopefully watch the ads all the way through, and I'll catch y'all later.